Hey everybody, welcome back to DungeonGo.net. This is Netavoid again, doing another strategy series World of Tanks on the Soviet medium T-28. All done with the channel merge, and got all the annotations done over the weekend, and now I'm ready to get back to doing videos here. Uh, it's been 5 times a weekend all weekend. Got some great XP on all my tanks. And also, they had some half-off sales again. Whenever they have half-off sales, I really try to buy the tanks that I either need to go up a tank line, or I just need to do a video on, like the T-28 here. I've already deleted this thing on the way up to the IS-4. This is part of the tech tree for the IS-4. I'm pretty sure it still is anyway. Before the patch it was. Yeah, see? Well, it hasn't had a patch yet. So here it is, the Tier 4 on the way to the IS-7 actually. So another tank I picked up for half off is this IS right here, which I've already deleted a long time ago, but I haven't done a video on it. Picked it up for half. So let's just get right into this tank. First, I'm going to go over the tech tree, the purchases of the tech tree, and to do that, I'm sorry, the XP research on the tech tree. To do that, I'm going to use Andrew Puck's account to show the XP values. So I'll be right back. I just remember before we do that, though, I want to see if I need the turret to get the gun. And in order to do that, I'm going to take this turret off. I'm pretty sure I do, because the turret only gives you 20 more meters of vision, which is still good, but really no reason to... Oh, I can. See how I still have the gun on there? So you do not need the turret to get the gun. You can go straight for the gun, which is really great. But I would still get the turret, and we can talk about that later, just because it's got the 20 more meters of view range here. So I'll be right back on Andrew Punk's account. Okay, I'm back on Andrew Punk's account, and here he's working on this line too. So let's go right into the T-28. It's not wasting any time. So again, with all tanks, you pretty much just get the tracks right away. There's a couple cases where you can go down some other line without getting tracks, because the stock tracks have enough load capacity where you don't have to get the tracks right away. To me, that's kind of pointless. You get shot too easy, flanked too easy. You can't even move. You get RD'd. Just get the tracks, all right? Now we've noticed we don't need this turret to go down the gun line, so I would probably not get it first. So I get tracks. I'd probably get one engine because this is a medium, and then I go straight for this 85. Actually, the 76 I think is my favorite. Well, let's go look at that real quick. I go straight for that sucker. Oh, I can't. Well, yeah, I can here. So let's look at the characteristics here. That's not good penetration, 76. That's not what I'm talking about here. There we go. 120 penetration, 160 damage. That is really good for this tank. I mean, for any tier 4. This is a tier 4, remember. This is going up against PZ3, which, let's look at the PZ3's gun. You're going up against this guy right here. His best gun, 43 penetration. Okay, let's look at this one. 67 penetration. You're getting double the pen and more than double the damage on that tier 4 gun. That tier 4 gun is going to be what makes this tank work for you. So this tank is all driven around that gun. It's definitely sniper. It's a sniper gun because so anyway, we'll get into that in a second. You're gonna go for that gun. It is kind of easy to pick up the radio. Let's see what it does. Yeah, you probably want that radio. So you might get the radio and then start going up the gun line. So you've got the track, an upgraded engine, a radio, and you're going up this gun line. Because 4200 experience is going to take a little bit of time. After you get that gun, they just get the turret. You can get a little bit more view range. And then get this engine. I like to finish out the tank and elite it before I go on to the next tank, which is the KV, which is another awesome tank. I really want to do a strategy on the KV, but since I have the T-28 now and I want to open that slot back up, I'm just going to finish the T-28 here. So we'll go back to my account now that we've talked about the purchasing order of the tech tree. Again, tracks, first engine, straight to the 85 millimeter. Then I would probably get this new turret for the view range, and I'd get the second engine, and then I'd fill out the rest of this before I got the KV. So I'll be right back on my account. Okay, we're back, and as you can see, I've skinned this tank. I like to skin all the tanks I do videos on. It just makes it more interesting. It's the best one I could find, if you could believe it or not. Okay, so anyway, let's look at what I've got. I've got the upgraded radio. It's a big jump. Again, 400 or over, I feel pretty okay with. 340, and if I'm getting deep in enemy territory, which sometimes I do, that 340 is not going to do it. I'm not going to know where anybody is, their side or my side. Tracks are kind of obvious. Look at that, almost double the capacity. That's why, well, you get those first anyway, but turning speed, awesome. The engine, the first upgrade is going to get you a lot more horsepower, and that second one's just going to help a lot more. But the first one's just fine. There's not much difference to this except for the V range. Do get a little few more hit points. I don't remember how many, probably 30. Well, let's just look. Went from 350 to 320. Okay, so you get 10% more hit points, so it's worth it. So there we go, the new turret. Let's look at the guns now. You're going to start with this piece of junk gun. No, like horrible penetration, decent, sort of okay damage, and then you're going to work down. Let's see, what line are you working down again? Because you're going to be as I unlock guns, I do buy those guns. Because remember what I said about XP. Your gun is your ticket to your XP and your credits. You want to hit people as hard as you can and be with this more possibility, the best penetration you can, because you're more chance to penetrate to score some XP and credits. So we got 66 pen there with 105. Let's see what we get on this. Not really much of a difference. Look at rate of fire. Let's see, 17 versus 15. So you get a little bit of bump up. I would still buy the new gun. But when you get this thing, you're going to be a beast. The rate of fire is slower, but you hit hard, especially for a tier 4. If you're the top tank in the game, you're going to be hurting people. The aiming time is kind of slow. Accuracy is okay. This gun is pretty good. But for tier 4, it's amazing. Again, like Russian tanks, you get all the good equipment. So let's get out of this tech tree. We've talked enough about the tech tree. Now I like to call this the Green Party Bus because look how long it is. Little tiny turret, huge tank, probably because it's got 6 guys in it. Now, one thing they used to do, this thing fought a lot in the war. It was produced all throughout the war. I think they made like 500 of them or something. Part of the reason it's so big is there's 2 machine gunners right here. I don't think the turrets turned, but these guns turned a little bit, and they called this thing the 3-headed beast because it had 3 guns. A little bit of history for you there. This thing is pretty agile. It's got a good top speed. It can move around a lot. Look at this armor, though. Pretty much you don't have armor. This was a problem in the war, too. I was reading wiki about this thing. They upgraded the armor to 50 hull armor, and I think 80 to turret armor. I'm not exactly positive on that, but it was a huge upgrade to armor. Your damage is ridiculous. With this penetration, you can hit an IS on the side with this tank, which is really amazing for a tier 4. It's not really a flanker because it's so big. The profile is ridiculous, and you're going to get jacked. It's so easy to hit. This thing is easy XP. And you're not going to bounce anything. You're going to get hit. With this hit points too, you might even get one shot. I have flanked with it on a couple occasions. If a heavy's going to push up to me when I'm trying to hide behind a house, I'll pop up, and if he's very close, I'll pop up and steer around behind him really quickly and start getting that turret rotation and start circling him. And this tank is fast enough to do that. And hopefully I can finish him off before he can kill me. You can kill a KV that way with this thing, a KV3 even, because you can still penetrate him on the sides. It's going to take a little while just because you're not doing 2 something damage a shot. You're doing 160, but you can do it. Do not rush out and flank though like other flankers. Snipe for a while. If they're pushing you, then jump out and flank. Or if somebody's engaged and they won't shoot at you, do it. Or if they're not paying attention to you, which they should be if you have this huge gun. But anyway, okay, so tier 4, I don't get any of this stuff. No consumables or anything. I would probably put stuff I could move to other tanks without spending gold on this thing. I do have an open camo net, but I'm not going to put it on. I don't really give a crap at this point. Tier 4, you don't really have to care. So I think I've talked about this enough. I've got accelerated crew chaining on because this thing's elite. This is the normal crew you'd probably have. A really crappy crew. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Let's get a game. Okay, this is a pretty good map we spawn on here, and as you can see, I'm in the bottom tank. So what I'm going to do is just use this tank as a support tank. I'm going to try to add my firepower to the fight and stay in the back and not get shot at. But since they do have a lot of scouts on their side, I'm going to hang back and protect Artie for a little while. This tank is speedy. I can protect Artie, make sure all the scouts are dead, and then move up with another column that's already got a lot of tanks and add my gun to the tanks, to the firepower they got going on. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Let everybody move out. We've got 2 priests, so not really even worth protecting. But hey, some Artie's better than no Artie. So this thing is kind of hard to turn if you've got a scout on your butt, and he's going to be able to hit you really good. You don't want to get too close to the Artie, because when you light up, they will too. But I'm just going to sit out here and protect the Artie. Maybe I'll get behind that hill over there. That'd be a good spot. They're going to come up usually through the center. Here comes one right now. You see him on the minimap? He's a tier 6, it looks like. I think these guys are tier 6. He's going to come right up, right there. Try to get our Artie. Oh no, he's coming over here instead. So I'm going to see if I can... Wow, he's going all the way around. What the hell is he doing? Trying to scout here. Oh! There we go. Well, he's going to shoot our Artie anyway. I'm not going to reload fast enough. Let me try. Good, he's dead. I should have hit that guy. Alright, what do we got coming up over here? Another scout. See him? He's almost dead. Good, he's dead. Maybe I'll hit one of these guys. I can hit that guy right there. Oh, yeah, I could probably pin that guy right on the side here. Not if he does that. Missed. This thing, look how slow it aims. Definitely like a Russian. Just gotta sit there and wait. Didn't penetrate. He's angled pretty heavily though. Try to hit the side of the turret. Missed. Get the kill shot on the KV. Nope. Man, this thing is not hitting today. It's dinging. Didn't penetrate him. Should be able to penetrate the side. There we go. See? KV3. I mean, it took a few shots, but I can penetrate him. Looks like we're having real big problems over here. Alright, let me go help these guys out. We're probably gonna lose this, but well, we got a KV back. Don't do this. Don't camp if you're a KV3. Seriously? Don't camp. Oh man, he's going the opposite direction. See, why did... Okay. Scout's thinking he's gonna be all badass here. Man. Come on. Damn, how do I hit? I hate when I hit and don't do any damage. God, I hate these things. Anyway. That's how slow this thing is. You cannot do this little chase around thing like these guys do, which is, again, totally unrealistic. Alright, let's get another game. Okay, it looks like we won that game. My guys jumped up a lot in XP because it's 5 times XP weekend. I got like 2,500 or something for that fight. I got 2,000. That's not that great. If I'd have stayed in, maybe I would have got more. But it's also 5 times credit weekend for those tanks I mentioned. So I got a lot of credits. But anyway, let's get another game in this tank. Let's see if we can get a little bit better show of what this tank can do. So we spawned on this map. I like it a lot. Not as much as before they changed it, because it used to be a fun to rush for the hill and fight over the hill. But now there's so many obstacles and everything. The defenders, I don't know. I just get killed a lot doing that. So I either go around the side here if I've got a fast medium, or I just go in the city and go behind the city here and shoot it out over here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the city. With this tank, I should be able to show you really how to play this tank. Which you got to hide the big green bus is what you got to do. That's the whole point of this. Hide the party bus, and then pop out and shoot people. So, see how it's pretty fast? Let's get in a position here. This is a decent spawn. Even though I'm on the bottom, this is only a 4, 5, and 6 match. And as you've already seen, I can hit the KV-3 from the side. So I can still hit every tank in this game. I like to go on the outside. I don't like to be flanked. Especially with the party bus, because you get flanked, you're going to die. It's just so huge. So let's go about here. Maybe let's move up one more. No arty, so a lot of times you have to worry about arty when you go in the city on this map, because these houses are so small. I'm going to get surrounded probably right here. Nobody's out here with me. There's a Hetz and M3 Lee. That should be... There's bait right there. Party bus just got nailed. Wow. Okay, I'm about to get flanked. Commander's dead. M4, really? Must have got shot from the hill? But this tank is so big, sometimes I don't even know how I got shot. I don't know, must have been, maybe it was somebody behind maybe it was somebody over here shot me in the ass. Anyway, again, that game sucked. I probably won't even put that game on there. Alright, let's try to get another game. That one was pretty horrible. To learn from my mistakes in that game, I really jumped ahead. I should not have got so aggressive like that with nobody backing me up. I was basically out there by myself. This is not a scout tank. I should not have done that. I should have waited for everybody else. I just figured everybody would be pushing balls to the walls to get to the city and get good position, but apparently they weren't, and I should have noticed that. So that was my fault, and bad tanking on my part. Anyway, let's get another game though. Those two games sucked. Here's a good map. Also, I got spawned at the top of the list here. My gun's bigger than anybody on this map, except for maybe Artie. So this should show you, hopefully, what this tank is supposed to do if you get ranked high. Matched up high. Now I'm going to go into the city over by the lighthouse and sit there and really try to support people. I would normally probably lead the charge since I'm so high up on the list here, but this tank is just paper thin and does not have a lot of hit points. So I really don't want to be too aggressive. And the reload is not that great. For these other tanks, their reload is fast, so they can dogfight a little better at the low tiers. I cannot. So let me see, I'm going to try to get up here. Hide a little bit. Looks like the donut got some donut action already. Most of our people went to the left, so... actually... Since most of our people went to the left, I'm probably just going to want to play defense over here. I'm not going to be able to hit that guy. This recticle is too big. I have to get too close with this gun. Or the guy has to be stationary. Oh, he lost. That T-82 is a good TD though, but apparently not good enough. You get a huge derp gun on that thing. It's ridiculous. It's like a tier 4 derp. Here we go. My turn to show you what I got. These lights go down in one shot from this gun. Well, maybe not one shot. No, not one shot. We'll let him come out. Wow, that T-28's dumb. We got some guys over here. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, okay. He's gonna stop. See? That's what I need. You're dead. Man, who's this guy? Oh, Ali. Oh, taking hits now. Probably from the Arty. Let's see what we got here. Oop, he's dead. What the? Wow, what the hell is going on? See, the green party bus just likes to take it. Alright, let's hide a little deeper, I guess. This thing is a huge target. People love shooting at it. But hopefully I don't see you, because you're going to get juiced. You know what? It's time to go on the offensive. They're pretty much gone. Throw up the GG. You're going to die, dude. Wow, this guy thinks he's just awesome. I missed him. What the? Yeah, he's gonna kill me. Oh, see. This tank's good though, but you cannot miss. And for some reason, the new way the aiming works, you have to zoom in a lot now, and this tank does not work well with zooming in. Um, it just doesn't. You need to really be able to zoom out and hit people, and you used to be able to do that when I had to go through this tank when the game first went gold. I had this tank probably the first week of the game going gold, and you could zoom all the way out like this and put your reticle on them or your crosshairs and hit them almost every time. They took that away, I guess, apparently. We're still gonna win this, but see, this thing gets flanked really easily. You got to sit back and snipe. You got to have people supporting too. You can't be by yourself. But that big gun, it sure hurts. I took that one guy, that T-46 down pretty quick. But anyway, that's how you play this tank. And like a lot of the low tier tanks, it's soft. So play it like it's soft. Alright, see you guys next time.